than kicking back on a Sunday afternoon watching the NBA. Here are the starters for Houston. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Şengün in at the center position. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. And when you're going into the first game of a back-to-back, how do you prepare for that?
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot, because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the two games back-to-back, that serves you well.
Here's Van Vliet. And the layup falls.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
Here's Towns. Smith with the rebound. Anunoby against Brooks. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball.
New York ball.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Knicks high 2.
And here's Van Vliet. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Back to Towns. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the basket by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Rockets lead 6-5.
Van Vliet against Brunson. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
But that means Towns is going to get his fair share of blocked shots. There's no doubt about that.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And they recover it. They get it back. Here's Brooks. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and 1 trip down the floor.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the third pick in 2022, Jabari Smith Jr. He struggled at times in his rookie season. But Clark, he's making some major strides now.
You know, B.A., you've heard me and others say this, but every player runs their own race. Everybody's development journey is their own, to own and to run. Sometimes it just takes a little while longer for guys to adjust at this level. But I tell you one thing about that young man, the progress he made lets you know he's got what it takes to one day be an all-star in this league.
That's good from Smith. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move. Shams, appreciate the report.
And when you talk about guys who are built for the modern game, add Smith's name to that list.
Brunson misses. The Rockets lead by 5. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Van Vliet misses. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother him at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. And he connects with a jumper.
I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Brunson. Shoots. Here's Hart. Smith with the rebound. Houston leading by 5. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Change checked in for New York. And a change for the Rockets. Whitmore's checked in. Towns with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Şengün with a steal. With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Rockets ahead, leading by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Knicks trail by 5. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Campaign. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second. Offensive rebound.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Whitmore. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns.
Anthony Towns.
That's his first foul.
First personal
Grant,
foul.
there's a huge difference
First
between
team
talent
foul.
on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Outside Whitmore, 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks shooting only 23% so far. Here's Hart. He got a piece of it.
Oh, an active defender at 6'7". Whitmore is capable of coming up with these blocks.
Now here's Hart. Whitmore defending. Here's Towns. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. Brings
12-9.
Bridges against Green. Ooh, Green wanted those two.
A nice decision from Green that time, showing you the savvy to go to the floater there.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate to it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Brooks. Bridges hits them both. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, BA, they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Here's Hart. The shot that time not on target. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
VanVleet with it. Towns covering. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Rockets lead 18-16.
Left side, Whitmore. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Tate's checked in for Houston. VanVleet finds Thompson. A minute 39 left in the first half. And yep, it's good. And now it's a 6-point Houston lead.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Tate. Pass to Thompson. And there's the drive. Another one falls for Houston.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Brunson. Brunson inside with the finish.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Thompson scanning the floor. Tate against Anunoby. Ooh, poked away. .29 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. And now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Here's Van Vliet. Tries again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Van Vliet, despite his size, he's not backing down from any contact. He looks to draw foul.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes a first.
You got to admire the steadfastness of Van Vliet. I mean, he's an anchor for his team because they know they can trust him.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Brunson taking his time here. Pass to Towns. That three's off the mark. And so it's the Houston Rockets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change?
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. Taking a look at the Rockets, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive.
And that wraps up the...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Jalen Brunson, what a contribution.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And he's good on the second. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
It's a real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
Outside for Green. Pass to Şengün. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize this guy's potential. BA?
Ali, a great floor general. Thanks for that. That free throw good from Brunson. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, BA. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
Anunoby against Brooks. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Anunoby. 90 seconds into the second half now. New York, again, can't hit.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Outside for Brooks. Pass to VanVleet. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple. VanVleet's got 11.
You can't play off of VanVleet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
Here's Brunson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
This will be his third free throw attempt of the game.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
One shot.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Timeout called. Houston.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets 4th, number 5, the Knicks.
And both of these teams really impressed when it came to rebounding the ball last year. That level of physicality and hustle is always great to see.
Pass to Brooks. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Hart. And it's New York with another.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Van Vliet. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Sims, he's checked in for Anunoby. And so Towns nails them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Shepard. Outside, Green. Houston with another miss. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-6 run. Bridges misses. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Green taking the bump.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. From about 19. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's Green. Ooh, look at Green taking it to him.
Wow, Green looks almost unstoppable out there, crashing through the defense and getting into a shot.
Here's Sims, defended by Şengün. Here's Hart. Eason with some nice D. Houston in the lead. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And it's hammered home by Green.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Here's Bridges. They grab their own miss. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Eason against Hart. Nifty move. Second shot opportunity. And Eason with the layup.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brunson. Can't cash in the 10-footer. Outside, Green. The rebound by Bridges. Over Green. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 6.
Rockets lead 40-38.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Rockets on top. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Make sure we're talking on defense. Make sure we're talking. Everyone get down. We got to be more active.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride, and it's Sims in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 2-point game. Here's Sims. Green covering. Sims, the pass to McBride. Here's Sims. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Payne against Brooks. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Physical play finds Dylan Brooks, but he also looks for it. He gives it and takes it.
At the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And you can't overlook all their points at the foul line. Getting into the body and making the officials blow the whistle.
The first free throw is good.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or two, somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
New York making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. That one misses.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Van Vliet misses.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Hart's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. Here's Green. And that one drops for him. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Payne. Outside Anunoby. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Houston leading by 3. Now Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is how Van Vliet beats you, being smart and crafty with his dribble.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The Knicks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Oh, there's the alley! And they'll get another chance. McBride passes to Payne. Outside Hart. 4 on the clock. Here's Anunoby. Gets it to go from the corner. Anunoby's got 4 points in the quarter.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
42.
Thompson passes to Smith. Shoots over Hart. Smith no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
To the inside. Outside McBride. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First team foul. Miles McBride at the line, 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Sims. Şengün checked in for the Rockets. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. The Rockets lead by 3. And here's Brooks. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Dylan Brooks relishes the chance to make the big impact play.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for McBride. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's VanVleet. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges misses. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's VanVleet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Just an active score. Defenses know when VanVleet is looking to capitalize, forcing them to compromise sometimes.
2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
And the big X factor VanVleet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
And he's unable to get the second one. And the Knicks shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's Bridges. They get the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. .16 left in the 4th quarter here. Bridges passes to Towns. And another shot. And it's Brunson missing. The Rockets lead by 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, Brooks is one hard-working man. He runs into a foul and still gets a shot off.
At the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. 1 minute left in the 4th. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
Anunoby with a double team. Van Vliet on the wing. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jalen Brunson, fourth personal foul, fourth team foul. Fred Van Vliet at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Brunson passes to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Early into his night. But honestly, I don't know that they can come back no matter who's on the court.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite, and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. There's 18 seconds left in the game.
It's T-shirt time! Substitution on the court.
Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. Thompson with it. And so it's Houston winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.